everybody, Brian from the Cabinet Joint here. The topic of the moment is custom mullions that Conestoga Wood Specialties does. What I have here is some Arched Lite Mullions, but I want to talk in general about their mullions, their mullion door options, and some things to be aware of. So typically, when people have thought of mullions in the past, it's just your typical grids where you can get a 3x4, whatever. They're all symmetrical grids running this way. What has really gotten popular in the last few years are mullions like this, or Diamond Light, or X-Lights, or Elliptical Mullions. Conestoga has a dozen or more options on the website, but I want to talk about some of the limitations, the pricing, things to be aware of. Patterns like this is an Arched Lite Mullion. You can see, same exact job, and you can see I got a wide door and a narrow door, and look what happens to the mullion. As the door gets narrower, the arches get compressed to the top of the door. So these areas get much smaller, the mullions don't drop down as far. That is not something we can control. We can't dictate to Conestoga to make this drop all the way down to here. It wouldn't look right, it's just not part of the program. So be aware that as door widths change, your pattern's gonna change, and that's just something we have to live with. X-Lights or Diamond Lights, as you compress the size of the door, the diamond gets smaller because the diamond has to be symmetrical. So there's things to know and be aware of. If you need a CAD drawing of a specific door size to see how it's going to look, we can supply you a CAD drawing of how your door will look with the size you've chosen. So check out our website to get an idea of all the different mullion options you have available to you, and then kind of think through your design very carefully on what doors in the kitchen are going to get the mullions, how are they going to look. Let's talk a little bit about the construction. All of Conestoga's mullion doors do not use the corrugated spline, metal spline that you see on so many stock box cabinets at Lowe's or Home Depot. They basically clamp the individual spline pieces together with a corrugated fastener pressed into the wood, and that's what holds it together. Conestoga actually routes out a groove, and they put a wood spline in there. It's actually a piece of wood in there, and they embed it, cut it off smooth, it's glued and fastened. We'll get a close-up to show you, but that is the sign of true craftsmanship. Most other cabinet companies, unless you're dealing with someone like a Conestoga purchased through us, will dictate that only certain cabinets in your kitchen, a wall 30-30 or a wall 42 36 or whatever, can have these lights, because what they do is they are making the same door over and over and over again. Conestoga is making every mullion door custom to fit the cabinet box you've ordered. So if you want to do a 31.5-inch wide door or cabinet over here with double doors, and over here you want a 41.5-inch wide or a 36, they're going to make all these custom arch pieces individually for that door for you. To give you an idea of what that looks like, we've taken tours at the Conestoga factory, and one door, one person sits there at a bench, one door takes them almost half a day. You're custom shaping every one of these to get them to cope in. It's a lot of hand work. This is not being done by a robot. Hence the price is very steep. Some of these custom mullions can go $400 or $500 on a door very easily. So when you get a kitchen full of them, you can be thousands of dollars in custom mullions. So understand the effect it's going to have on your job from a price standpoint. Don't go crazy with these, or it's going to cost you. You're going to want to have your sales rep quote these as well, because every custom mullion has a different price tag based on its complexity. X-Lights aren't going to be as much as these elliptical ones. If you've got a double elliptical where you have the same pattern top and bottom, that's going to get crazy expensive. Have your sales rep quoted for you so you'll understand the price impact on your job. Aside from that, the only thing I can suggest is when you're doing these mullions, as well as any of our normal mullions, the Prairie 11 or 9 light offsets, any of these mullions, think about the inside of the cabinet. If you're getting odd species or what have you, we can't do the matching interior with that, so you're going to want to put a frosted or opaque glass in there so you can't quite see the interior of the cabinet. If you're doing clear glass, in my hand I have a quarter sawn oak door. We can't do quarter sawn white oak on the inside of the cabinet, so this customer is going to have to think about how they want the inside of their cabinet finished. They're going to be doing the staining on this. This is an unfinished door, but they're going to have to think about the inside of that cabinet and how they want to finish that. You'll have to make some of those calculations yourself as well. Your sales rep, your designer, they can help you. So again, check our website out. It's under the door options section on the website. You can see pictures of all the custom crazy mullions you can do. Really a nice way to set your kitchen off. Just be careful not to go too hog wild with it. It can get expensive. So have any questions, call your cabinet coach, 888-211-6482. And as always, thanks for watching. Have a good day.